DJN
My village people are after me, cries Secondus as he gets suspended again. Plus, Hope Uzodinma chickens out as other southern governors signs the anti-grazing bill. The chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Me-Secondus, has been suspended again, but this time around, the suspension was issued by the People's Democratic Party Rivers State chapter. Me-Secondus was also suspended by the PDP Ward 5 in Ikuru community, Adoni local government area of Rivers State. The chairman of the People's Democratic Party PDP Ward 5 in Ikuru town, Adoni local government area, George Christopher, announced the suspension of the national chairman Me-Secondus at the meeting of the party at its secretariat. It was said that 11 executives of the party out of the 17 endorsed and approved the suspension of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party. In his words, Mr. Chris said, the ward executive of the People's Democratic Party in Ward 5, Ikuru Town, and the leaders met on the 31st of August 2021 to discuss some of the issues which the party has been facing for some time now. And he said that the suspension of Prince Me-Secondus was done by the ward executive after a duly constituted ward meeting called by the secretary of the party on the instructions of the chairman according to the constitution of our great party. And he said, until further notice, our brother Prince Me-Secondus remains suspended. This suspension of Prince Me-Secondus from his Ward 5 in Adoni local government area is coming few weeks after a court reinstated him as the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The leaders of the People's Democratic Party from Adoni local government area and stakeholders had earlier paid a solidarity visit of the state chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, Ambassador Desmond Akua, to register their loyalty to the party and also to declare that they support the suspension of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party and their kinsman, Prince Me-Secondus, and now they've gone ahead to effect his suspension at the ward level. Members of the Ikuru community added their voice to the voices of people who have been calling for the suspension of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, and they have insisted that their son and brother Prince Me-Secondus must leave the party, and also they supported the move of the Rivers State leadership of the People's Democratic Party to suspend Prince Me-Secondus altogether from the party, and they also pledged their loyalty to the state governor Nyesom Wike, and they also promised that they will stand by any decision made by the ruling body of the People's Democratic Party as regards their son and brother Prince Me-Secondus. Meanwhile, the September 1st deadline, which was given by the southern governors earlier in August during one of their meetings in Lagos State, that the anti-open grazing bill will be effected from 1st of September 2021, 17 governors out of the region had met to set the deadline. And also as a way of showing that they were serious with their decision, they made an announcement of a total ban on open grazing in all southern states of Nigeria in an earlier meeting in Asaba in Delta State. But it seems as though only few of the 17 governors have actually effected this anti-open grazing bill. The governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, after a meeting with the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, has said that Imo State has opted for a partnership between farmers and herders in the region. He also said that he was opting out of the resolutions of the southern governors, adding that there was no law forbidding open grazing by cattle rearers in Imo State. Meanwhile, in Ogun State, the Governor Dapo Abiodun, is yet to sign the Animal Grazing Regulation and Cattle Ranch Establishment Bill 2020, which passed earlier by the State House of Assembly. The bill was passed on the 8th of July, and it says anyone who breaks the anti-grazing rule in the state face a risk of going to jail for 3 years. The chief press secretary to the governor of Ogun State, Mr. Kunle Somori, said that although the bill has passed reading, but it has not been signed into law yet. And he also said that the governor was ready to sign the bill into law based on the advice from the Ministry of Justice in Ogun State and stakeholders. Meanwhile, the anti-grazing law is yet to be signed or enacted by the State House of Assembly in Edo State. As the state governor, Governor Godwin Obaseki, has not sent a copy of the bill to the House of Assembly for consideration, despite the fact that they all sat down and agreed that September 1st was the deadline for the anti-grazing law to be signed. Also, Governor Oyetola, who is the governor of Osun State, has also not signed the anti-open grazing bill, which has been passed by his House of Assembly. The Osun Animal Grazing Regulation and Cattle Ranches Establishment Bill 2021 has been passed by the House of Assembly in Osun State after its third reading, but the governor is yet to append his signature to the bill. Despite these few setbacks, Governor Akeredolu, Governor Fayemi, Governor Wike, Governor Makinde, and Governor Diri has all signed the anti-grazing bill into law in their various states. And in Enugu State, the leader of the Miyetti Allah group have called on the Enugu State House of Assembly to give them a little more time to consider the anti-grazing bill before passing it to the House of Assembly. The leader of the group in the southeast, Alhaji Gadindo Idris Siddiqui, and the zonal chairman of the group, Musa Abdullahi, said that the Enugu State House of Assembly should give them 1 month to go and consider the bill and also make their submission on areas that need to be amended. Meanwhile, various groups like the Pan-Yoruba Socio-Political Organization, the Afenifere, the Ohaneze Indigbo group have backed the implementation of the anti-open grazing law in the southern part of the country. So there you have it, guys. A popular saying that it is a rat inside that calls the one outside that there is food is at play here in the suspension of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Prince Me-Secondus, as he gets suspended from his party by his brother and fathers, as they've called him. Now, Me-Secondus is really going through a tough time, as there are a lot of calls here and there for his suspension, for his immediate removal, although a court has reinstated him. But Rivers State, from the state level down to the local government level, have suspended Prince Me-Secondus from the People's Democratic Party, the latest being his own kinsman from Ward 5 Ikuru Town in Adoni local government area of Rivers State. And then in respect to the anti-grazing bill that the Southern governors earlier agreed will be implemented on the 1st of September 2021, our Governor Hope Uzodinma has chickened out of the deal. In fact, he said there is no law that bans open grazing in Imo State. And a lot of people are reacting seriously to this. They're saying he made his decision after he went to see President Muhammadu Buhari, who probably would have told him 1 or 2 sweet words to make him change his mind. And people are calling on the Southern governors to stand their ground and ban anti-open grazing in their state, as it is causing a lot of security challenges in Nigeria, not just in the northern part alone, but now it's creeping into the south, into the east, and then into the west. Now, what do you think about the suspension of Prince Me-Secondus from his ward level? That's his home ground. He has been suspended. What do you think about these issues? Drop your comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for staying with us till the very end of this video. Do not forget to go a step further if you've not done so. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, do not forget to like and share this video. Do follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also check out our website at www.djmtv.news. Guess what, guys? From the 1st of August 2021, DJM-TV offers you an opportunity to report your event from where you are on our channel. We call it Report Yourself to the World. You want to be a part of this great program? Then please click on our bio, send us a message, and we'll give you details on how to report yourself to the world. Till I come your way again with another exciting edition of DJM-TV Daily News Update, I remain your host, Lawuru Favor.
Yeah.
DJM-TV. DJM-TV.
People don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJM-TV.
DJM-TV. DJM-TV. DJM-TV. DJM-TV.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
DJM-TV. 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 DJM-TV.